Part 13. Let's just jump right into it. Here's our map. We only had 2 games last time. We lost a Florida Complex team and we lost a Dutch team off the East Coast. Those were the only eliminations. Things are happening, though. Things are changing. Wilson Warbirds. I love the logo of this team. Looking forward to it getting a little bit bigger. Sam Garcia is their upgrade player. He's had 1 upgrade. He is their day 1 starter. Top pitch ability, that's a good one. Is it going to be the changeup or the slider? It's going to be the changeup. I think he went up 3. Okay, next with 205 remaining. High Point Rockers. Yeah, they're up here. I don't remember who they beat. High Point Rockers beat... Oh, Winston-Salem Dash. They acquired some good players from that game. They're going north. Jack Brannigan and Hagen Smith were both imports from Winston-Salem Dash. This will be their first upgrade, and it will go to Luis Gonzalez. He's a 42. Could use some hitting help. Everything else looks pretty good. Nope, just more outfield range. 224. Yeah, like I was saying, he was pretty good to begin with. Yeah, he's just a rating in left field of 131. I didn't know it would go higher than 125. He went up to a 47, buried the lead. Luis Gonzalez, amazing. He's their leadoff man. Pretty impressive. Don't know why, but I added a photograph of Luis Gonzalez. Here he is. And when I came back, and his rating had gone up another 3 points. So he just went up 8. Don't know why that happens, but it's my understanding, especially since starting this little experiment, that the ratings are very fluid. They kind of breathe. Spin number 3. Buffalo Bisons. Man, there's a lot of unclaimed territory in New York. The Buffalo Bisons have had 1 upgrade before. Their guy is Joey Loperfido. He's a left fielder. It's always pitchers or left fielders. He's a 46. Pretty low for a AAA team. Oh my God. Loperfido, huh? 46? We could be challenging the record here. 5'10". Jeez. Here we go. He was a 46. Another 19-point gain. So 100 points to power right gives you 19 points. It's not always going to be that way, but we're 2 for 2 that way. I'm not going to record that as a tied record because I don't really care about tied records. The initial... In fact, you know what? In order to keep this legit, I do have a tie in here. There. Yeah, the initial person who set the record, great. Ties, I don't care about. I don't want to have 14 people with 19-point jumps. Kiwoom Heroes. KBO team. Where are these guys? Are they on the coast? All right. Kiwoom probably playing a game. Okay. Kiwoom Heroes beat the Goyang Heroes 18-4. They imported Seojun Kim way down on the roster here. Right here. The Icheon Bears, they defeated the Hampyeong Tigers 5-4 way back in the early days of this thing. It was one of the first games. It was the second or maybe third game. Young Tak Sung was the upgrade, or the import, I'm sorry. Import, upgrade, I always flip those around. It's really annoying. Let's just go. Let's go to mid-game. Kiwoom is winning 4-2. Kind of surprised Icheon has already scored. No defense on the left side of the infield. To the 6th. To the 8th. Panning out about the way I thought it would. Let's do 1 inning. No insurance. Let's go ahead and watch it. Pathetic. Ground out to second base. How many people are here? 10. They must be piping in crowd noise over the PA system. We got an 8. Okay, that was a little fanfare for an 8-1 player, but he does get a single. Long way to go here. We need a grand slam to tie it. 9-1. This is the bottom of the order. Okay. And finally, 29-27, the leadoff hitter, Daehan Kim. It's the beginning of a great comeback right here. Roger Kohler went nearly the whole game. Okay, so we're going to move Young Tak Sung. Okay, and now we need their best original player, who is Ji Kang Choi. Alright, so as far as imports go, wasn't super great. They've pulled in all pitchers, not surprising given the Futures teams rosters. They're all 32, 33, and 34, so it's not the greatest thing in the world. Spin number 4, down to 204. Tulsa Drillers. Second move, Stephen Ridings is their guy. Infield arm. It's a new day. Wheel spin number 5. Tri-City Dust Devils way out in Washington. Tri-City Dust Devils taking their 3rd county. This will be their 2nd upgrade for Sammy Natera, who has already pitched a game and won't get to pitch again. Won't be able to pitch another game for quite a while. You know, who knows? Maybe they can get to that 4th game where he can start again. He's getting infield error. 164. Wow, okay, so he got range the first time. He's a heck of a fielding pitcher. And no movement. Wheel spin number 6. 204 teams still left. Arkansas Travelers have already gone once this round. In fact, I think they were the first team to go this round. Arkansas Travelers getting their 3rd upgrade, 3rd county. Everything has been dumped on Jackson Cower. He is the hope of the future. Someday they'll run into a team and Jackson Cower will be ready to go. 556. Is that what he got last time? It sure looks like it. Movement. Holy moly. This dude is death to left-handed hitters. I think he's gotten... Okay, that was his 3rd upgrade. I think he's gotten hold runners, and he's gotten movement left twice. Gateway Grizzlies. This is one of the teams I am really rooting against. Not really rooting against many teams in this thing. A couple of major league teams I don't care for. And maybe some other things that go against my preferences, but this is one of the 2 that I'm really anti. Maybe they can pick a fight with the Cardinals. We all know who I'm talking about. These idiots. Just a terrible. It has no business existing. We're about to... Come on. God, dang it. Is there any way I can talk myself into this? Oh, it's straight down more than I thought it was. Once again, these big chunky borders are just... I can't force a game. I truly believe it's going straight through the black, which means it's going to go through here. So it will come in due time. Gateway Grizzlies have Francis Peguero, 39. All pitching related attributes left on the wheel except for this one. Bad luck. Turning double plays, 147. Durham Bulls, possibly going against the Warbirds. Mm-hmm. Chandler Simpson, second upgrade. This gets him up to 150. He is a center fielder. Awesome. Holy moly, this dude rules. Oh my god. He has no power. Maybe we'll get him some? No, there's no power on the board. BABIP versus Wright. Oh, wow. 559, 559. Boing. Oh, 75. What was he before? I don't remember. I'm going to have to look at the video. He went up 26 points on one upgrade. Made what the guy on the Stripers did, Jared Kalenic. Again, it's like the instant one of these records falls, I can't remember the last guy's name. Made what he did with 19 look like nothing. 26. I cannot imagine that we're going to see one bigger than this. Chandler Simpson is better than most of the players in the major leagues now. I mean, he would be the best player on the team on probably half of the major leagues. Oakland A's. All right. Probably going to see an upgrade here. They're blocking off some of the coastal territory from the, what is it, the Lottie Giants? Yeah. It's an interesting strategy. They're arcing away from the Giants instead of going toward them. That's a really good idea. Mason Miller is the upgrade here. Control right. 74. 77. Number 10. Barnstormers. Okay, we can't keep avoiding conflict over here. This just keeps tightening and tightening and tightening. Apparently, there still is an enormous opportunity to just get an upgrade to avoid playing a game, but they did it again. Philip Deal is the Lancaster upgrade player. He's a closer. He has been upgraded once before. Control left, 477. Goes up to a 45. ACL Dodgers, here we go. Here's a game. In the bloody conflict of Arizona and Southern California. Another chapter. Boy, we still have DSL teams off the coast. And I am calling this border a coast. This is a fantasy. It can be a coast. If the Mexican leagues were in this game, I would love it and they would all be in here as provinces of Mexico, but they're not. Took 3 spins to get it to not point at the blue, and they are pointing at the White Sox, so the Battle of Arizona is very serious. I mean, we have a lot to tell you about. There's a lot to say about these two teams. They both have battle scars. Let's start with the White Sox. The White Sox are 2-0. They beat the ACL A's and the ACL Giants by a total of 4 runs in both games. They've acquired Jared Sprague-Lott and Miguel DePozo, and Phil Fox has been upgraded once in the first round, so he got 50. These White Sox moved pretty early in the game, headed into southwestern New Mexico. The ACL Dodgers are 3-0, and they have dominated every game they've played. They've got to be pretty high up in the 3-0 rankings. Their smallest margin of victory was 8. And their largest was 13. They've acquired, they've never gotten an upgrade. The White Sox were able to because they were on the edge of Arizona and they moved into unoccupied New Mexico. The Dodgers have never had that ability. At least not, if they win this game, they will suddenly have it. The Dodgers have acquired Danny Hilario, who is a very low pitcher, so we're probably not going to see him. Yeah, he's a 24. And then we have Tyler Naquin, who's batting 3rd. Chase Burns is the starter who they acquired, I think, in their last game against the Reds. And their closer is Baden Root. So they have a significantly better team. It looks on paper like the Dodgers have chosen this game wisely. It looks like they can win this game. This is a shrewd move. I mean, I spun the wheel 3 times in order to get a legit direction, and it obviously never went to the Diamondbacks. Going to 5, and it's tied. I think that the Dodgers have a significantly better bullpen. I think that's going to be the tail of the tape here. We're going to go to 6. Oh, I always count the White Sox out, and they always show me up. I still think LA's going to win this game. Let's go half innings. Top of the 7th. No. Bottom 7. Oh, man. Okay. God, you White Sox fans. You've put a curse on this game. White Sox? Well, so much for that bullpen. Let's talk about the fact that the White Sox are about to inherit 5 players, including a 41, a 44, and a 36, none of which I think are ratings that they have on their team right now. All right, let's see if LA can come back. We have a walk to lead off. Justin Dean, outstanding base running. Got a decent catcher. We are in the middle of the order. Jose Hernandez. He's going to 3rd. And I see why. That was super lame. White Sox have... I just noticed this. I don't know if it just happened or if it happened at the beginning of this inning. The White Sox just moved Nick McLean to right and brought Leandro Alcinois. I know there's like 3 different ways to pronounce that. Oh, Miguel DePozo's on the mound for the White Sox. Yeah, they just put him in. Jared Sprague-Lott is on the field. Joendry Vargas, 3rd baseman. That's a double play. They're going to get a run, but now they have to get 3 runs on one out. So nice play by the infield. We're also entering the bottom of the order. We got the catcher, 29-21, Angel Diaz. The last hope for the ACL Dodgers, who have dominated every game they've played. And it is over. The ACL Dodgers are gone. And now the White Sox have a giant border with the Diamondbacks. That didn't play out the way that I thought it would. Angel Diaz, player of the game. This is a team whose highest players are 37 and 38. One's the upgrade, one's an import. And now they're going to get a couple of 40s a couple of more high 30s, and a 24. And a player that's unknown at this point. I don't know who the original roster best player on the team is. It's Justin Dean. Okay, so Justin Dean, left fielder, is going to come over with a right fielder, a starting pitcher, a closer, and a reliever. So yeah, they're getting 5 players. We'll start with Chase Burns, Naquin, Justin Dean, Baden Root, and Danny Hilario. Chase Burns is going to get into this lineup, that's for sure. We got Opor, Reyes, and Clark. Burns, Opor, and Reyes. Yeah, Burns comes in. Oh, interesting. Braden Montgomery was playing in center field in that game. Miguel DiPozo is still the closer, despite the upgraded Phil Fox, who got bumped out of the setup role by Baden Root. And Hilario is the only avoid high leverage player on the team. That's kind of sad. See what it does to the lineups. We got a couple of fielders on the team now. I think Braden Montgomery just lost his center field job. And so did Nick McLean, obviously. Okay, so they put Naquin in right. Boy, look at this. Dean, McLean, and Naquin. Montgomery goes to DH. Sprague-Lott. Wow, they now have 3 of the 9 players in their lineup came from another team. Sad moment for the Dodgers. It was a wise move. Just like Tessio in The Godfather. It looks like the ACL White Sox now have they have like 8 times more territory than the Chicago White Sox have. It's mostly desert, but that's okay. It's also got a big chunk of the Phoenix area in it. We've also got all of Tucson. Buffalo Bisons again. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and finish off the back end of New York. Okay, they have succeeded in making themselves an actual target for Toronto now. Before, they were kind of at a weird angle, probably not hittable by the Blue Jays or as hittable, and now they're a wide target. Buffalo Bison's 3rd upgrade for Joey Loperfido. This gets him up to 250. I seem to recall he took a massive jump last time. Looks like he got some power. I know in this video it probably seems like it happened like 12 minutes ago, but for me it was maybe a day or 2 ago. Yeah, he got power right. Okay, he's gonna steal. Oh, wow. Okay, he's gonna max it out. We're gonna have 11 left over. This is only the 2nd time this has ever happened that we've had points spill over into another attribute. This is the 3rd player that's maxed out an attribute or an ability, but only the 2nd that will have a 2nd spin at the wheel. So we're going to lose another one of these, and he's going to get 11, of course. Okay. Error. It's going to go... what does he primarily do? It's mostly outfield, so I'm going to put it in the outfield. Plus 11 to outfield error. 145. Wow. So he's up to 65 now. He's got the old Jose Canseco abilities here. Power and speed. There are some monsters being created in the minor leagues, that's for sure. DSL Pirates Black. We've hardly seen any of the DSL teams since round 2 started, and we're like four episodes into round 2. I'm thinking these guys are down in Texas. Okay, who are these guys? That's the Blue Jays. Pirates Gold, Nationals, Marlins 2, Cincinnati Reds, Cardinals, Phillies Red, Braves, DSL Pirates Black. Okay, I have confirmed in my notes this unintelligible blob here is the Pirates Black. Now I'm going to do the same thing that I did with Winnipeg. I'm going to spin the wheel one time, and whichever of these 3 areas it's adjacent to, I don't know why I'm pointing at it, you can't see me, is what it's going to get. It's going to, if it points down here, we're going here, etc. So we're going here. Hader Blanco is their person. He's getting 100 in the good one. Ooh, 221. 28 to 31. Wow. A sea of red and orange and yellow. There's suddenly one giant streak of blue. Hader Blanco's only at a 31. They have no pitchers on this pitching staff. If you remember what the map looks like, it could be a really long time before Hader Blanco could be, Roger Clemens in 1987. I don't know why I picked 87. This is number 14, and if this holds true, we're going to get another upgrade, and then the last game will actually be the last spin will actually be a game. No, we're going to have a game right now. Tampa Bay. The Battle of Florida. We get at least one Battle of Florida every episode at this point, now that we've gone shorter. Okay, they can only play one team. It's the Tampa Tarpons. So it's truly the Battle of Tampa. All right, we've got the Tampa Bay Rays. Let's see, we'll talk about them first. Tampa Bay Rays are 2-0. They beat the Clearwater Threshers 23-0. They were the aggressors in that game, just like they are in this game. They were also attacked by the DSL Twins from offshore. They won that game 15-0. They've imported Jake Eddington and Nestor Cafe, who are both relief pitchers, 38 and 27 respectively. They obviously have no upgrades. They've been stuck here for the whole game. They're attempting to break out of that area. This is a massive development. This is basically it's like they're trying to call the Miami Marlins out. There are no other major league teams anywhere near these guys. The Tarpons upgrade player is Brendan Beck. He's gotten one upgrade. They have imported Yandre Rojas, who's a 37 rated closer. They beat the Dunedin Blue Jays 5-4. The Rays import players are likely to not be seen here unless this really gets away. There's one of them. Yeah, he's in mop-up duty, Jake Eddington. But I mean, look at this. They have better relievers than the guy who's starting this game. 49-34. This should be easy. All right, the Rays are up first. Only 131 people came to this game. As usual, just like the Clearwater Threshers game, nobody cares. I think I'll go through 4. I didn't go through 4. Let's see. There it is. I meant to go to the 5th, as I normally do. Instead, I saw a 4 and clicked on it like a moron. Yeah, this game's now broken, and it was a real game for 3 innings. The record for runs scored in the game is still 31. Let's see if they can get it. 16... 19. Okay, we got 3 innings to get 12 runs. And we got the heart of the order. Where are all these errors coming from? They've got to be coming from first and catcher. Yeah, they don't have the Tarpons don't have a catcher. And so 2 of the errors are on Joe De Los Santos, who is an outfielder. All right, half inning here. Why does this always happen? Nice defense for the Rays. I mean, it is a major league team. Hello. All right, we're going to watch these guys get the record. They need 5. Man on second for Danny Jansen. It's starting off promisingly. Josh Lowe. That's a double play. I'm going to get 1 run. All of this is going to be cut if they don't get the record. Well, once again, we get close to the record and no cigar. You're going to see it in the, I'm going to run the stats at the end of this episode. The Tampa Bay Rays now have a 66-run differential. In 3 games, they've scored 66 runs. I think the differential is 61. 66-5. The Devil Rays are 3-0. With a run differential of 66-5. Let's see who they're going to import. Brendan Beck is coming. And import Yandre Rojas is also coming. From the Tampa Tarpons to the Tampa Rays. The Yankees have lost another team. Yeah, they're winning 66-5, but This is all they're getting for it. They're just filling out the far end of their bench. Almost nothing changed here. Yeah, all these guys went in here. Syracuse Mets. Another chunk of New York. Syracuse Mets. This is the end of the line here for this episode. Syracuse Mets are Deadniel Nunez. He's a 54. This is second upgrade. Oh. He's a closer, right? Yeah. He's getting holding runners. 194. And he remains a 54. Well, that's the end of the line for this episode. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the leaders and the power rankings and the records and how many teams are left. As usual, I'm going to show the franchises that are doing the best and the ones that are doing the worst.